Hey guys, it's Monday evening and I have taken a bit of a self-care day today. I really needed it. I had expected to get paid this morning. Actually, I expected to get paid on Friday, but that didn't happen. And then I kind of thought, well, last day of the month is Monday, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this morning it still hadn't happened. I've spoken before in the vlogs about financial issues for precarious staff. It is a really big deal. This is not the first time that I have had payroll issues, ranging from not being paid, just flat out not being paid, to being paid into the wrong account even though I had updated details, all kinds of stuff. Hourly paid staff members, precarious staff members, are some of the most financially vulnerable, and not being paid does mean no bills, no rent, no food, nothing can be bought, nothing can be done, nothing can be paid, and hourly paid and other precarious staff members are those most likely to not have any kind of bridge finance, not have any savings or significant savings, those kinds of things. I am really lucky that I didn't have to worry about that eventuality, because I knew that there were places that I could get short-term loans, essentially, either from my partner or my parents or whatever the case may be, to cover me. But a lot of people aren't in that position, and it's really worrying that this isn't something which payroll and HR think about. For whatever reason, what had happened to me today is that payroll didn't recognize me as an employee. They had no record that I was teaching this term. And anyway, it's now been sorted out, thankfully, and was sorted out by the amazing departmental staff, the departmental admins, at King's, in the classics department at King's, and generally these are the people who fight for us. They are not the people who devalue precarious staff members. They are the people at the front line who, they understand how much hourly paid staff members mean to the department, to students, but also how much they mean to us in terms of security, financial security, and institutional access and all those kinds of things. Anyway, I have a small kiddo who is dressed up for Halloween, and I have promised her I'll take some pictures. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow, and I promise I won't whinge anymore about finance. Good night. Hey guys, I'm here at the BM. I'm just doing the first year's treasure hunt. This is such an exciting thing. It is basically a hunt around the collections at the British Museum for objects that relate to things that they talk about in this term of Intro to Ancient History. These are all things which will come up on the exam, which they will need to know and define or describe in 1 or 2 sentences. So it's a really great opportunity for them to just come and see the objects themselves and to experience the whole thing. And the British Museum is so close to King's. It is such a valuable resource. We may as well use it. It is also the first day of ACREMO, that's Academic Writing Month. I have participated in ACREMO a couple of times before. I am not going to this year. I don't want to feel like I have to disrupt my regular plan, my research planning, my book writing, my work on the Athena article. I'm on track. I'm in a good space. I'm getting lots of work done. I don't want to pile pressure on top of that. I think ACREMO is a really good motivational tool if you do it and use it properly. And I just don't need it this year, which in a sense is like a really great place to be, not needing it. So what else is on for the day? Your Grupke is giving a seminar at the Institute of Classical Studies on lived ancient religion, which I'm so excited about. I'm so incredibly excited about going. It is going to be amazing. I am going to start doing some reading. I'm going to keep reading the Panathenea section from the Larson book, start ticking that over in my brain, so that by early next week I feel confident to start writing the Athena article. And I'm also waiting for the cafe behind me to open. I have been watching her set up for the last 20 minutes or so, and I am starting to get very excited about having a coffee. So I'm going to leave you here for now, and I will catch up with you again later in the day. Bye! Man, I tend to always have a few days after the clocks go back when I think, no, it is much too dark and much too cold to be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and yet it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I am just leaving King's after the BM. I met some of my second years for brief essay consultations. Their essays are due in after reading week. Now I am going to grab a coffee and I'm going to head to the Institute of Classical Studies to go to the Lived Ancient Religion seminar by Your Grupke, which I'm so excited about. It is going to be good, I hope. And then out to dinner, so that will be nice. But I really need a coffee. I need a coffee so much. I have been reading through the Leverhulme Early Career Fellow application guidelines. They've just come up for the 2017 awards, and have been thinking about that. I've been doing some work on my proposal. I think one of my problems has been that I'm trying to jam too much in, like physically just too much. And when I looked at my proposal from last year, I just felt like nobody wants to read that much text all shoved together with no like breaks, with nothing. So I've been working a little bit recently on sort of trying to slim it down, and I think that I am nearly there. So all I need is like 10 spots better this year. That's all I need, just 10 spots. I'm back at the British Museum. I've just finished the second lot of the first year's treasure hunt, and I thought, while I'm here, I may as well take you to show you some of my favourite objects in the museum. So let's go. So this is my favourite gallery in the museum, and it's not always open. It's the frieze from the Temple of Apollo at Versailles. This is the lapids and the centaurs. This is also on the Parthenon frieze, but in my opinion, not quite as beautifully as it is here. And then we have the Greeks fighting the Amazons on the south and east sides of the frieze. Look how wonderful that is. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. This is 100% my favourite thing in the museum. So that's the dead person. And that's their grave. And that is the person who is mourning them. But the really beautiful thing about this, if we zoom in, is this tiny, tiny figure. That's the person's suke, their soul. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday morning and I've been working at home so far because our washing machine is so helpfully broken. So I'm just heading down to the Broadway, which is our local high street. I'm going to do something really exciting that I'm going to show you when I get there. First I'm going to have a coffee and then I'm going to buy a coat because although I've been here for 6 years and you would think that I would be ready, I am not ready for it to be cold. Guys, I'm at the post office and look what I've got. It's the Academic Kindness Gift Circle allocations. I am about to post them so you'll get them very soon. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to see what gifts you guys send and get, and it's so amazing. The response to this was incredible. So many more people than I thought would sign up. So I'm really excited about it. Good morning. It is early. I am leaving London. I'm off to Kent for the sensory theory workshop over the next 2 days, which I'm actually really excited about. I'm not speaking, which is one reason to be excited, but I just think it will be really interesting and fun. So there's that. And then we're spending the weekends in Canterbury. So I'll be at the conference today and tomorrow. My partner and my daughter are coming down tonight. And then we're going to spend all day Sunday together down there as well. So hopefully it will be fun. I made it finally to Kent. I'm only going to be about 10 minutes late after all of those delays and everything. I'm feeling like that's probably a win. I'm really excited about this conference. Sensory theory is something that I've only really started thinking about in relation to materialism, the way that people deal with the stuff in their lives and how people become stuff and how stuff kind of manifests itself in and around the world, in my case, in religious practice. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what other people are doing with sensory perception and the idea of the way that we deal with the world in a sensory way. So I'm going to whiz in and I'll catch up with you during the day. It's Saturday morning and I'm back at Kent. I am about 10 minutes late again, but for a very different reason. I should have been on time this morning, but I wasn't. I had a plan in my head and it kind of didn't work out, and I had a bit of a panic attack. A very mild panic attack, but nonetheless, you know, this is one of the things that I have to contend with. I should have planned my plan better. Planning obviously makes me significantly less anxious at various points in time, and I didn't plan my plan better. So in part it is my own fault, but That's what happened. I'm running about 10 minutes late. It could have been a lot worse. I could still be sitting at the flat on the floor, and I'm not. I'm here. I wanted to say something quickly about conferences and self-care. I just had lunch on my own because I really needed it. I needed to be on my own. I needed to not be on. I needed to let go of some of the anxiety that I had, that had been sort of building up this morning, following on from my sort of small panic attack that I had at the flat this morning. But more widely, I think this is something really important to think about, which is conferences are intense. And they do require you to be on all the time, and it's okay to say I need to step away from that, even if it's just for like a walk around the block or a quick coffee or lunch on your own or whatever the case may be. And I think not very many PhD students and early career researchers have learned this lesson yet, that kind of it's alright, you don't have to be on all the time, you can go and regroup on your own. And I did that today because I really felt I needed to. And it sounds like I'm saying, you know, like, oh, I'm the fountain of wisdom. But actually, this is the first time I've ever done it. It's the first time I've ever been able to do it. So I'm really proud of myself for that. I am getting really a lot better at self-care. It's really important. It's very important in academia, but it's important for life more generally. Hi guys, I'm here in the Roman Museum in Canterbury, and you can see I'm in a very authentic Roman kitchen. The conference was really great, and I'm really pleased that I took some time. I talked yesterday about taking a bit of time. We've just been hanging out today with an old friend of ours, doing a bit of Canterbury, seeing some sights, and first up, Roman Museum. I think the guy at the ticket desk wasn't quite ready for how excited we all were to come in here. We are now at St. Augustine's Abbey, and it is beautiful, and I am so thankful that we came and that we decided to spend a bit more time in Canterbury, and that we came here. It is really lovely, and I'm feeling very calm and peaceful and just at ease with the world, and that's really nice.